Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your general guidance. And this is for everybody, for the collective, with me, Julie Poole. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cuppa or put the kettle on, put me on pause. Get yourself a drink, get yourself comfy. Let's have a little look what is going on for my beautiful collective. All right, sweethearts, let's see what's going on. So I am putting this up for 28th of August, which is the solar eclipse in Pisces, partial solar eclipse, and it is eclipsing out, finishing off this eclipse season. So let's see what's going on. I'm using the Marchetti deck. Let's see what the guidance is for my beautiful people. Okay, we're starting with the Empress. That's nice then. With the Hermit. And the Two of Swords. Okay, the I don't know card. All right. We've got the Three of Coins. Center of the reading, the Ten of Swords. Oh, well, happy days. You're probably thinking, what's she talking about? Happy days. I'll explain in a minute. Okay. Ten of Coins. We've got the Four of Coins. The moon, there it is. There's that lunar eclipse. Okay. With Temperance. Okay. Right, so what else do we want? We want an affirmation card. So these are mine from Hoping to Having. What's the key affirmation for the collective at this time? Commitment to yourself. Commit to yourself. Right, what else do we want? I think we'll have an energy oracle. Okay. Oh, that'll be the one then. All right. Okay, we've got storm warning. Now, I feel that this is what we've been going through, a bit of a storm. I have. Have you? Okay, this is what I feel that this lunar eclipse in Pisces is eclipsing out. It has been, for many people, a little bit turbulent over the last couple of months. But as we move through this last eclipse now and then into September, I feel that it is just clearing the air, clearing the last of it, clearing it out of the way. And it has been a little bit challenging for some people, without a doubt, because center of the reading, we've got the Ten of Swords, which is this is frankly agony. This is so stressful. This is just, I can't take any more, man. I can't take any more. Right. When we get to breaking point is usually when it breaks open and it clears. It's like, I don't know how I got through that, but I did. And I'm so proud of me. Can you do that? All right. Because it hasn't been easy, is it? What's this all about then? Well, you're choosing to make a commitment to yourself, to your happiness and to your goals. And you set that intention some time ago. You're saying to yourself, do you know what? I have to commit to me, to what is it I want? What are my dreams? What are my goals? I'm going to identify them and I'm going to commit to them. Now, very often what happens when we set these intentions, manifesting is very powerful. It's kind of a case of be careful what you wish for, because it will actually probably come. But sometimes it needs to clear the decks in order for it to come in, which might mean, oh, there's a relationship that's in the way. That'll have to go. Oh, that's the wrong job. That has to go. And so this is where it gets a little bit like, oh, right. You may well have said to yourself, for example, I'm choosing to make a commitment to myself and I'm going to stand in my power and I'm going to find my happiness. And then you find a whole load of challenges coming up against you out of nowhere from multiple directions. And you wonder what the hell's going on. And that'll be the universe saying, you need to strengthen your boundaries. So we're going to show you how weak they are so that you can step up and step in and tackle them and say, no, that's not okay. I'm not having it. There's been a little bit of that going on for some of you. All right, take the bits that resonate, leave the rest. You know the drill. Right, so let's look at what we got on the deck then. Center of the reading, the Ten of Swords. This is predominantly what it's all about. The Ten of Swords is the end of the burden, the storm, I nearly swore then. I was so close. Yes, it's not been easy. The end of the challenging period, okay? It is a 10. It's saying this is coming to an end. And look, it's bookended with the Hermit and the Moon. Hermit's the Virgo card. We're in Virgo season right now. The moon underneath, and that is this lunar eclipse, is bringing this to a close. So can we just first of all collectively breathe a sigh of relief and say thank God for that? All right, it's coming to an end. We are moving after this weekend into a healing, balancing, restorative time. Happy days. Okay, so what have we got on the table? We've got the Empress, the Hermit, 2 major arcana cards, Temperance and the Moon, 4 major arcana cards. Okay, we've got the 10 of coins. This is what we're wanting. We want to step into a world and life that is abundant, but we don't know how. Okay, we're going to find out. Don't you worry about a thing. All right, so let's start with the Empress then. We've got the Empress, the 3 of coins and the 4 of coins. We're progressing up. We've got 2 3s here with the Empress and the 3 of coins, but let's just talk about her for a little minute. The Empress, this is the energy of abundance, prosperity, Venus, beauty, everything coming together. It's very creative. We're in a creative time. What are we trying to create? What might be in the way of that creation? What might be blocking it? That's what we've been trying to figure out. Now, the Empress is sitting next to the Hermit, which is the card of inner enlightenment. It's the I'm going to reflect and I'm going to have a good look at me, my life, what's in it, what I want in it, what's gone from it. I'm looking at everything and I'm figuring it out, because I want to create and manifest something beautiful. So I am working it out, and I'm working out what needs to go, what's staying, because I've set the intention. I'm making a commitment to myself, my dreams, my goals, my happiness. And so I am opening up with that Empress card to the 3 of coins. Now, this is teamwork. This is collaboration, having some support, having people around you. Now that then moves to the 4 of coins, which is having enough, but can be a little bit holding on a bit too tightly. So what I want you to do this weekend, I mean, I'm recording this on the 27th and the eclipse is 27th, 28th, but the energy is around for a few days, okay? And potentially another 6 months, they're saying. But my team is saying everything's come to a head like at this time, right? Which is why we've kind of got the storm. But what happens after the storm? Yeah, it all clears, doesn't it, after the storm? The air is clearer, everything is clean, everything is fresh. That's what we're doing. So I want you to have a look at anything that you might be holding on to that needs to go. And that might be a way of thinking, a belief, a limitation, fears, insecurities, bad behavior, accepting stuff you really kind of, why am I putting up with that? You're looking at all of that. And so I want you to use these 2 together this weekend, all right? This isn't a reading just for this weekend, but it is very relevant right now, right? What am I holding on to that I can release during this eclipse? Because the eclipse can eclipse it out. What am I holding on to? Am I trying to hang on to something that's already gone and I'm wishing it could come back? Because that's a waste of my energy. Am I holding on to something that's toxic in the hope that it might get better? Let's have a reality check and say it's not getting better. Let's get rid of it. That's what the 10 of Swords is. Many of you, and we've all done it, we've all been there probably, where we've allowed things to go well past their sell-by date until they've really gone off very badly, and we're still there and we're like, why haven't I left yet? Well, that's what the eclipse is saying. It's time to stop dreaming. There's a bit of a reality check. If you're hoping that that behavior, that issue, that problem is just going to magically resolve itself and everything's going to be all right, that's what the Hermit is doing, is saying, is it really? Let's reflect on this. One of the things you can ask yourself is, if this was exactly the same in 5 years' time, would I want it to continue? And if the answer is hell no, I'm basically living on tomorrow will be better, then maybe it's time for me to look at it all in the reality of the light of day, from a place of light, not fear, light, and say, okay, I'm going to do something about this. I'm not necessarily sure what I'm going to do about this at this stage. The Two of Swords is, I don't know. I'm blindfolded. I can't see. My hands are crossed across my chest, so I can't feel either. I'm a little bit blocked right now. I know I need to make a decision, but I'm not quite sure what that looks like. Right. So we're going to clarify. But what I want is this. I want the 10 of coins. I want the abundance. I want enough money. I want enough support. I want to feel part of. I want to feel belonging. I want to feel the good stuff. The 10 of coins is basically having it all. So how am I going to get there from this space of the 10 of swords? Well, first of all, I'm going to, okay, they're saying don't come to that yet. First of all, we're going to step into the Empress energy of I am creator and I am creating a beautiful life. I am open with the Three of Coins to help and support. I am making a commitment to myself and I'm allowing this storm to just blast through. I'm not going to try and hang on to anything with that Four of Coins. If it needs to be blown away, blow it away. All right. If it needs to be blasted out, let it blast out. Let's not hang on to anything out of fear. Just allow, let go and allow. We're recognizing who, what, why, where, when is causing stress. And that could be us to ourselves, and saying, I've really got to stop the drinking. I've really got to cut the credit cards up and put them in the bin. I've really got to, if this is about you on you, or if this is about outside stuff like a toxic relationship, friendship, job, boss, anything like that. I'm really looking at this and I'm allowing the moon to do its thing, to bring everything up. When I say the moon to do its thing, the moon shines light on our fears, our insecurities, our wibbles, our wobbles. It brings us into a place of release and relief. And then through that, we can get to the Temperance card, which is the healing, the balancing, the restoring. Now we're talking. We're going to be moving, as we move through this eclipse energy, we're going to be moving into balance. So if you're still in that storm with it bashing around and blowing your hair all over the place, let it. As Mel Robbins would say, let them, just let it blow through, and then you'll still be standing, and then you're going to find your balance and you're going to restore. Right, so let's find out some more. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot. Tell me more for the collective about this then, please. All right, I think we're going to clarify every card. Tell me about the Empress. What are we creating? What are we creating? Well, the Wheel of Fortune says anything you bloody want is what you can create, okay? This is the right time. This is perfect timing. We're moving into creating a beautiful life on the back of that Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Strength card underneath it. You have the strength. It's going to take some strength. It's not going to happen all by itself. This is you in your determined, confident, powerful self saying, yep, bring it on. I'm making this happen. I'm taking it forward. I'm looking for my opportunities so that I can get into my balance. Temperance. Again, here's your healing. Here's your balance. We're allowing this to move forward. So the opportunities are going to present themselves. The Page of Wands is power, excitement, new beginnings, opening up. Not necessarily all happening this weekend, but they're starting. The wheel is turning, right? The ball's in your court now. We're moving it forward towards this healing and restoring. Things are moving forward. But whenever I see the Strength card, for me, that's saying you need to stay strong here. And, for you to focus on what do I want to create? Keep your confidence, keep the faith, keep the trust. And there we go, Six of Wands. There's your victory. There's your success. Now that Three of Coins, the collaboration, the teamwork, is you being seen and recognized as a bit of a star, right? That other people are there to support you in your goals. You are standing tall and proud. I did it. I've got this. I can now end this pain. We're getting an offer here. And this can be an apology for some of you, especially on that Ten of Swords. I'm sorry that, I've been in my own storm and I've shared the chaos with you and I didn't mean to, and I'm sorry. Some of you are getting an apology. And it may take a bit of strength to be able to forgive and, come from the heart, but they are seeing you, they are recognizing you. Now, if this isn't an apology, the Knight of Cups is an opportunity and an offer that either you're creating or is, coming towards you, that is going to start making this feel a whole lot better. Tell me more. Tell me more. We've got the Tower. Yeah, see, the Tower with the Ten of Swords is good because we want this anguish to end, and we want it to end as quickly as possible, please, because it's a painful place to be. So the Tower's coming in to say, Duff, that's done now. A sudden, sweeping change that is going to help you restore and heal and end this anguish. This may be a surprise, this apology. We've got Justice coming in with the Ten of Swords again. Wow, look at this. We've got the Ten of Swords twice. We've got Temperance twice. The Tower is coming in. This could absolutely be a surprise, something you've been waiting on. Is it, it's coming. We've got the Wheel, timing. This wants to unfold pretty quickly, okay? Bringing the balance back, bringing the justice in, bringing the fairness in, and ending that Ten of Swords. If you've been waiting on something, or perhaps there's been discourse, arguments, difficulties, whether at work or at home or in any area, including your health, that Tower is coming in with good news to bring you back to justice and end all of that worry. When we think about the Nine of Swords, the sleepless nights, the worry, the anxiety, and then the 10, it builds to the point of I just can't take it anymore, and then it breaks. Okay, so the storm is blasting through to free this. Okay, got the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, which is that I've done the work and now I'm ready to reap the rewards and get out of this difficult, challenging situation. High Priestess is trusting your intuition, listening to your inner guidance, allowing yourself to let go of what needs to let go. Five of Wands, there's been arguments, there's been difficulties, there's been challenges, but we're being asked to let go of this now and to trust and to allow that we're moving through and out the other side of what has been. Yeah, Five of Swords with the Three of Swords. Yeah, it's been shitstorm, hasn't it? Let's be frank. It's not been easy. I've had more arguments in the last 2 months than I've had in the last 2 years. I mean, it's just like, what the hell's going on? And it's been painful. I've had tears as well. It's been hard. And I know many of you have too. I read all your comments. There's, it's not been an easy couple of months. But when I've asked Spirit about why, why, what's going on? It's like you're strengthening your boundaries. You are stepping into a higher vibration. What was hidden before is now seen, and now you have to deal with it. It's all to free you to move into a stronger, better, more aligned space. And it's because I've chosen to make a commitment to yourself, your happiness and your goals. You might have found that your happiness was dependent on another or on another situation, and happiness has to come from within. And so everything's being blasted open so that you can truly find your path, your way, and your happiness. So it's riding out the storm, my beautiful people, because this is being cleared. That's what the moon is doing. It's clearing this. Five of Wands, Five of Swords, Three of Swords, as energy, and it's being cleared. Right, so we're able now to move into the Hanged Man, which is all about that different perspective, your aha moment, the light coming back, you surrendering, You know, because a lot of the pain that we have and the anguish with that Ten of Swords is resistance. It shouldn't be like this. This shouldn't have happened. All of the woulda, shoulda, couldas just hold you stuck. When we come to this acceptance, and acceptance doesn't mean I put up with it. It means that I accept it is what it is, and I accept I need to move on, or I need to let go, or I'm not going to wait for an apology or wait for it to change. I'm just going to accept. This is the Hanged Man. We release resistance it is what it is. And it's through releasing the resistance and moving into acceptance that we move into temperance, the healing, the balancing, the restoring. But it's not an easy journey with that Nine of Swords. It can be painful and it can be full of worry, but we allow it. We see it, we recognize it, and then we say, okay, what can I do to surrender that stress? What can I do to release that stress, to walk away from it, to put it behind me, to let all those flying birds, which are your thoughts, over analysis. We've got Mercury in Virgo at the moment, and you know, the overthinking, analysis paralysis, he said, she said, woulda, coulda, shouldas, all of that mental chatter creates this like, oh, shut up. Yeah. And you want to just, right, let it go. Just imagine all those thoughts like those birds and let them fly away. Let yourself come into a place of quiet and peace. There's news coming in here and a new beginning. So it is coming. We are moving out of this space, this what has been quite challenging space. We are releasing, we are moving forward. We've got the Page of Swords, which is news, and investigation and research. I'm finding out, I'm looking into things, and then I get my aha moment. The light bulb goes off. There's the information I need. And now I can move myself forward into my new beginning. By the time we get to, I feel next weekend, it's going to feel a whole lot lighter and a whole lot clearer, and it's going to be all right. Okay, hang on in there. Let's finish you off with Let's finish you off with an angel card. I mean, let's finish off. I don't want to finish you off. Right, you got this. You're hanging in there. Hang in through this last little bit, okay? You have the energy. The angels are giving you the energy that you need. And look at that, the sun suddenly streaming into the room as we talk about the energy coming through now to cleanse you, clear you, support you, give you what you need, because you are pushing through what has been for many of you quite a challenge. We're out the other side really soon. Hang on in there. Okay. All right, my beautiful people, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Just an update on the individual signs. I've done half of them, which are out this week from Aries up till Virgo, and I also did a Virgo birthday reading, and next week will be the other six from Libra through to Pisces. So I'll see you for those, and you take care. Lots of love. Bye bye.